Welcome to the Reese Report. I am the mouth of the North, Andrew Reese. And yes, we are back for What's Bothering Us. And we have a special guest, and his name is Tony Barbosa. And anyone who's been following the show knows why he's on the show this week. Uh, I'm also joined by Jose, Carlos Gomes, and Gil Santos. As always, Gil's very happy with his New Jersey Devils right now being seven straight wins. We'll talk more about that. But Tony, we're gonna start with what's bothering you. And my guess is Jeff Saturday?
Not so much him is bothering me. Um, I believe it's everybody. I want to say media in general. Sports
Okay.
media in the States is in general is bothering me. The way they perceive to see this guy. Listen, he's there on an interim basis. He's not there to fix the problem. The number one thing he's gonna fix, that's why he got hired, is the offensive line. That's the number one thing he's gonna fix. That's the reason why he's there.
Can he give Matt
Uh,
Ryan rockets?
No, he's gonna fix. Listen, he's gonna drop schemes to fix that offensive line because that offensive line has been atrocious,
Matt Ryan can't move Tony
atrocious.
Barbosa. The
Not
offensive
Matt
line
Ryan,
can't be fixed with Matt Ryan at quarterback.
Tony,
not Matt
Tony,
Ryan,
Tony. The only thing
Matt
he's there.
Ryan.
The only thing he's there to fix, Tony, is his bank account. That's what he's there
Oh,
to fix. He needs
and
money in his
he's
bank account. That's the only thing he's there to fix, Tony.
he's Ursay's boy. He's Ursay's
Yes.
boy.
Okay,
That's
go
why.
ahead.
But
Explain why you like this hiring. Go ahead.
I like it for an interim basis. Like I said, I don't think he's going to be the full time.
Hmm.
He's only there for this year. The main thing was to fix that offensive line because that offensive line has been brutal.
Yes, it
And that's
has.
another statement. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, Matt Ryan's not the future. I believe, even though Ursay came out and said, no, we're not going to be tanking. Trust
It
me,
looks like they're tanking.
exactly. They're going to
Yeah.
need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Sam Ellinger is not the guy.
No.
Um, and he hired a 30-year-old as an offensive coordinator. We'll see what
And
happens. I
Reggie
got
Wayne
my
is on
thing.
the staff.
Yeah, Reggie Wayne's on the staff. We'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, man, that's it is what it is.
It's
That
a
was
rough
It's the
bad,
time.
Colts.
Barbosa. That was bad last week. That's as bad a football game
Yeah,
as I've seen.
exactly.
It's
It was
horrible.
brutal.
Oh,
They got beat. They got beat in every sense of every aspect of the football game. Defense, offense, special teams. Especially on special teams, it was brutal.
yeah.
Okay, they need to fix all that. That's just their temporary. I
Yeah.
have no problem with Jeff Saturday. He's not
I
going to be
know.
the permanent coach.
I know my
Uh,
Packers are playing bad, but fuck, man.
no, that was
Being a
terrible. That's
being a
terrible.
being a Colt fan right now must be shit.
That's terrible. That's terrible beyond terrible. There's nothing I can say. It's just
No,
terrible.
no. Yeah.
That and the other thing that's bothering me is Leaf haters, Leaf haters, Leaf haters, and Toronto sports media.
Okay.
Oh, the Leafs.
Oh, did we lose him? Did we lose him?
Man, you need
Oh,
to get new internet. Never
oh,
mind.
we lost him. Oh no, we're gonna hear about Leaf haters. Okay, while we have Barbosa on hold there, I will say what I want to say about the Colts. They're tanking.
They're shit.
They're shit. They went and got Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan as quarterbacks. You should have known they were going to fail when they got those two guys. The thing that's bothering me is the media defending Frank Reich, saying he's a good coach. They're shocked he got fired. I'm not shocked he got fired. He deserved to get fired. You get Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan, you deserve to get fired. That's it. That's all there is to it. And Ursay had enough, and he took out his wallet and said, "Enough! I'm gonna slap this guy in the face and go get Saturday to coach on Sunday." So that didn't surprise me. But we're hoping to get Barbosa back. But in the meantime, uh, Gil, what's bothering you this week?
Well, in our ball hockey league last week, we were playing well. Looked like I could have got a shutout, but Jose had to get an assistant coach that brings tequila to the bench. Scared everybody. Didn't play well. They had to drink, and then our all-star defenseman couldn't see the ball. He ruined my shutout on 2 goals. That's what bothers me.
Yes. And
Listen, Me bringing that new assistant coach by the way, his name is Fabio, your neighbor.
Yeah.
That was the best thing I think I ever did to this team, because last week I think it was the best game everybody has played in the whole season. Nobody wanted to take a shot as if they screwed up. If they scored a goal, they wouldn't have to take a shot. So everybody was scoring at will.
Yeah.
The defense was playing solid. They're trying to block everything so that they don't want to. Buddy, that was the best thing I ever did, was bringing him out. And this week he's coming out again. Friday night he's coaching.
That was a lot of fun.
Be there.
That's right.
So he's got the clipboard out. He's got the tequila, whatever he's bringing. I don't know if he's bringing Hennessy or tequila or whatever he's bringing out. I got to go with him to the LCBO before the game. So we'll see, find out what he grabs.
Gil, I'm surprised you were awake in that game. There was so much action going the other way.
It was actually fun watching you guys do your thing for once.
That's it. Yeah.
And it was good. It was good. I don't know, Jose, but I know they're giving a lot of rain on Friday.
Oh shit! Hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Jack's gonna do, if he's gonna cancel the games. He said he would call me after, let me know. So we'll see.
You can't play in the rain on that surface. There's no way.
This rain is coming from another hurricane coming from Miami.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I see. I know your Devils are not bothering you, Gil, but are your Packers bothering you?
Yes, of course my Packers are bothering me.
Now, are we going to blame everybody else, or are we going to blame Aaron Rodgers for that loss last week? I'll ask you and Jose, since you guys like to defend him like he's the greatest thing in the world, because he was horrific last week. It's on him.
Yes, so last week, especially the throw he did to Bakhtiari, like he really
wide open. Yeah,
he had to lob it over the defenseman, or he shot it down.
Yeah,
he knows deep inside, he knows that was his bad. The other one was tipped. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Those tipped interceptions, those happen.
Yeah.
But the Bakhtiari one was bad. They would have took the lead. If those touchdowns go in, the game's done. You know, it didn't happen that way. So
yeah.
But they're a team that needs to snap out of it, and that's it. They just gotta snap out of it. They're not a team to tank.
I've been told by Tony Barbosa his internet went down. So yes, bad timing, but we got just enough of him, so we're good there. Is there anything else, Gil, or can I go?
His internet went down.
Yeah, his internet went down.
That's what happens when you don't pay your bills.
So I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing.
Maybe Irsay heard him and just turned off his internet, man.
or he was about to talk about the Leaf Nation. Someone just chopped it off.
Yeah, it's like we don't need to hear about Leaf fans and Leaf Nation and Leaf haters. We don't need to hear about that. So you guys cut them off. Okay. The Leafs had a good week. I did say on the show, the way they are, they'll probably beat Boston and Carolina because they played down to their competition, play up to their competition. Then they lost in OT because Morgan Riley's having a horrible year on defense and allowed Vegas to win in OT. But let's not talk about the Leafs right now. They had a good week. Are you done, Gil? Can I go?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Jose is going to laugh at me, but I don't care. Justin Herbert. I drafted this fucking guy, okay, for fantasy. Jose talked about he's going to be MVP, MVP this, MVP that. He's one of the most disappointing quarterbacks in the whole NFL. I don't care if his receivers hurt, because even earlier in the year when they weren't hurt, he was terrible. Disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. I'm amazed I'm 4-5 with this guy at quarterback. I'm amazed.
Andrew, let me interrupt you for a minute here. So you're yelling at Jose that he picked Justin Herbert for MVP.
I was just waiting until you finished.
You were snapping at me for Russell Wilson MVP. And
he's worse.
And you picked who?
I picked the guy who was hurt.
You picked the guy that hasn't even played.
He's hurt. We don't know what he would have done.
Andrew, that guy was not going to be the MVP of the league, okay?
I'm telling you right now, if that guy was healthy and they got Christian McCaffrey, had all those weapons, he would have been the MVP of the league.
No,
I'm telling you.
No,
absolutely. That's why they
wouldn't.
got him. I'm telling you right now. It ain't going to be Jimmy G. I'll tell you that. It ain't going to be Jimmy G.
Hey, why did you pick him up this week in your draft? Never mind. You talk so much shit about Jimmy G, but you
picked him up to keep him away from Fall Guy, and then he goes and picks the Italian up. So that's fine. He can pick up the Italian against Tampa Bay. That's fine. I did it to keep him away because Mister likes to keep all the running backs on his team. I had to get the quarterbacks away from him in case Josh Allen gets hurt.
Is there where you can do a poll to the fans where I want to know what they think? Would Trey Lance win MVP if he was healthy this year? I want to see what the fans think.
Oh, nobody's good. Yo, it's not like no one thought that. I was throwing it out there because I believe in the kid, right? That's all. right? I'm not going to pick chalks like you guys. Oh, Josh Allen. Oh, the whole world has Josh Allen for freaking MVP.
But we didn't pick Josh Allen.
Okay. No, but a lot of people just picking Josh Allen. You picked Russell Wilson, which was one of the favorites. Justin Herbert was one of the favorites. I picked a guy who was 28-1 to win the MVP. Okay, on a team that I thought could make the Super Bowl, and they still can make the Super Bowl. Okay, but I thought he would elevate them offensively. That's what I thought he could do. And we don't know if he can or not because he played a game and a half, one in a monsoon and a quarter in at home against Seattle. We have no idea what this kid can do. I know he can throw the ball deep. I know he can run, but for that offense, he was perfectly suited for it. But he got hurt.
I know he can't play in the rain.
No, not right now. We know he can't play in.
Well, not right. So, and the game I saw him against the Bears, that was brutal.
Yeah, that was the monsoon. So, we got Barbosa back. Maybe he can finish what's bothering him, but I'm going to keep going. So, Justin Herbert, snap out of it. Look, I know you're not going to do it this week. Yeah, he's back.
Sorry, guys. My internet went down.
Jeff Saturday's bored him money.
As soon as you bring up the Leafs, Barbosa, as soon as you bring up the Leafs, that's what happens. As soon as you bring up the Leafs.
Jeff Saturday just de-transferred him.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so I just finished my rant on Justin Herbert, but we'll let Tony continue on Leaf haters and Leaf media. What did you want to say about them?
All I'm saying is everybody was talking down last week about the Leafs. The Leafs, they took 7 points out of 8 points.
5 out of 6, no?
Well, 5 out of 6 from the top 3 teams, and then obviously
Philly.
the win with Philly. Yeah. So that's, everybody wanting to hate him, and they're defensively, they started to play well. So
just a note there.
That's my beef with the Leafs.
Just a note. Barbosa came on the show last week, and when I asked him about the Leafs, he went and didn't say a word. I'm just gonna put that out there. Now he wants to talk big and bad because they beat the Bruins and the Panthers and Carolina. Okay, that's a typical Leaf fan, people. Okay, every Leaf fan on the world was killing them last week, and they deserved to get killed. They were playing bad. Okay,
and I still think they should fire the coach.
Yeah, and by the way, not the coach. Okay, you want to fire the coach, that's fine. But look at your 2 goalies. Well, what are your 2 goalies doing right now? They're both on IR. That's the GM that should be fired, not the coach, the GM. Dude, 2 injury-prone goalies that are both hurt.
That has nothing to do. That Samsonov injury was a freak injury. Got his leg stuck on the post on the breakaway shot.
These goalies get hurt. That's why you don't sign him.
But Samsonov wasn't like that hurt last year. He missed a couple of games, but he wasn't. Okay, Murray's been proven the past years that he's been injury-prone.
He was supposed to be your number 1.
Okay, but so Samsonov's been taking the number 1. So we got to go right with the goalie. And I'm surprised that the goalie that came in at a Holmgren.
Shalgren.
Yeah.
Shalgren.
He's been stepping up, but we're still supposedly Murray's supposed to come back from his injury this weekend, maybe.
So yes, they're talking about maybe Saturday. I think they should hold off on Matt Murray for another 3-4 days.
We'll see. The jury's out on the Leafs. They're still bad defensively. They're still struggling to score goals. Mitchell Marner only has 3 goals on the season. I think Matthews has 4. So they're still struggling. We'll see. They're offensively. They only got 2 and 3 goals this weekend. So we'll see. There's still a lot of stuff to be worked out with the Leafs. But we'll
keep talking because your Penguins are shit.
My Penguins are shit, but they got a big win on the road in Washington today, 4-1. Hopefully they're going to turn it around. But the Penguins are old and they're going to struggle. I've said that and maintained that from the start of the season, and so we'll see if they can turn it around. But
the Leafs, all I have to say is, whenever they play shit teams, it seems like they play down to their competition.
Correct. Absolutely. Yes.
That's the only problem.
And they play up to the competition.
Games, against big games they play, but they got to fix that problem.
Yeah.
They got to fix that problem of it playing against shitty teams and not being able to. They think they can outplay shit teams, not outwork them, because the games that they played, beat Boston and Carolina, they outworked them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. They got to keep doing that every game, not just against the top teams. So
Okay, so I want to get in. I'm going to go to Jose now, and ask him what's bothering him this week.
Well, nothing serious is bothering me this week. We had a good week in ball hockey. Everybody played well. We won the game.
Absolutely.
my team had a bye week, so we couldn't talk shit
That's right.
about our team. Hopefully they got a good second half season. Start off with a big win against the Chargers. Besides that, what's bothering me, I still think the Leafs should fire their coach. Leafs the coach for the Leafs to go anywhere in the playoffs. I think you go after Trotz, do whatever you got to do to get him. What else is bothering me? Besides that, just waiting for tomorrow to see what the World Cup squad's gonna look like for Portugal. Tomorrow is what he's gonna call up to go to the World Cup. Hopefully he can bring a good squad so we can win that thing.
Yeah.
And
yes, we will have a pick show, guys. We're gonna do our group picks. Who's gonna finish first and second, and we'll do our brackets before the World Cup starts on November 22nd, just so you guys know. So we will be doing that. Barbosa, you can join us for that as well.
Yeah, I'll join. I'll join you
Okay,
guys.
we'll go through the groups and make our picks. So we'll do that. Anything else, Jose, before I go on to our next topic?
Besides Barbosa's Colts that are shit.
Yes. And the
Harp
Packers.
on the Colts, guys. Don't worry.
I gotta give you in the shots. That's okay. Don't worry.
So you know what? I'm gonna ask Tony, are the Devils for real?
They're playing like they're for real.
They're
Why
7 in
not?
a row, man. They're
got a
playing
good
out of
young-
their minds right now.
They got a good young core. Yeah, you've seen it coming for a couple of years now that they have pretty good young players. So it was only a matter of time before they got going. Unlike Ottawa, doesn't know what they're doing, but the Devils, they know what they're doing, man. So you can't hate on the Devils.
All
You
right,
got nothing to say bad, Gil.
we'll see what happens there. Gil he's very cautiously optimistic. Gil's not getting too excited right now, but
Not yet.
not yet. It's too early.
Why? Your team is young, man. Your team is skilled and fast.
Well, they've been rebuilding since 2015. So
Exactly.
Yeah. All I know is I got Jesper Bratt, who's like on top of the leaders in scoring. He's right up there, so I'm happy with him. Now, aside from the World Cup, which we'll cover next in the next couple of weeks, let's talk about the Champions League draw. We're going to start with Benfica, who got Club Brugge. Now, I'm going to go across the table here. I know Jose thinks they're going to lose, so let's start with Tony and Gil. What do you think is going to happen with Benfica? Are they going to beat Club Brugge?
Bruges, I think they'll beat them.
Tony?
Yeah, so do I. I think so too. I have confidence that they'll be able to get past Club Brugge.
Mm-hmm. Jose?
Yeah, 100%. I told you it all depends on the draw. Like I already told you last.
It was a good draw. Listen, that was a good draw. Is like you said, the only teams that
Liverpool or something like that, then that would be different story. But a Club Brugge is up, and I think Benfica should win. Porto won there at their stadium 4-0. They beat Porto 4-0 in their stadium, but it was one of probably the worst games Porto's played all year. And then they were with 10 points, and then they never won any more games during the rest of the group stage. So it's not. I think they caught everybody by surprise at the beginning, but everybody's catching up to what they really are, and so I think Benfica will win the two legs easily, I think.
Okay, let's go to the other Portuguese team. Inter Porto gets Inter. What's going to happen in that one? Jose?
That's tough, and Inter's a good team. On paper, technically Inter should beat them. On paper, they have better players and stuff like that, but it's the ball is round. But honestly, I'm not biased, so I think technically Inter should win. Inter has a better team than Porto, so I think Inter will win. But it's gonna be Porto will give them a challenge.
Yeah, Gil.
I've seen Porto come out of these games winning. When people always think, Porto, when it comes to whenever their backs against the wall in the Champions League, and they've been doing this since '94, right? Where, they feel like their backs against the wall and they come out with these games. And Inter is a good team, yes, but they're not playing great either.
No,
Like even in the Serie A,
correct.
they're not playing well. If Porto can contain the two strikers, and if they get an away goal or two, maybe two's too much to ask for. But if they get
Hmm.
an away goal and they can manage to win 1-0 there or 1-1 or something,
Yeah.
they can probably go through.
Is
This
Lukaku still hurt?
yeah,
So that
but
that could be a big.
Martinez,
Oh,
they have those.
but the
They have they're loaded, man. It's
Yeah.
not
but the
Lukaku.
draw
But
but the games are in February and March. He
Right.
should be
yeah,
back by then.
Yeah.
but
Correct. 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 That's right.
I
this tie is gonna be based on the first game in at the San Siro. It
Yeah.
depends what Porto does. If they can manage a draw or even a 1-0 loss or something like that, then they'll have a chance. But if they lose lose more than 2 goals away, they're done. Porto's not gonna win that. Like
Barbosa, who do you like?
I think it also depends on the transfer window. Um, I can see your goalie maybe even getting scooped up at that window. Um, so it all depends. It's like I agree with Gil. Whenever you have Porto's back against the wall, it seems like they pull out these victories against these teams. So I wouldn't really count them out. And like Jose said, Inter on paper, yeah, they're the better team, but you can't count out Porto, you know. Um, so it should be a good game. It should be a
Oh,
good little
PSG's
We're
on.
we're
If you got PSG's on paper, they should have beat Benfica 3 times, and they
a
didn't.
100%, a
that's
hundred
right.
percent,
That's right.
exactly. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
know, we're like you said, Porto's backs are against the wall. You can never count them out, especially like late in these stages. Porto always plays well, always does well. So I don't know, man.
Oh,
It's gonna be tough
Benfica's rolling. They're in this happy environment. What I
right
noticed,
now.
what I noticed about Benfica, right? What's happening now that I didn't see before, is the coach has everybody happy. They're all happy. All the players are happy. He must be like a player's coach. He must, like the game ends, he hugs them, he's tapping their
Yeah,
ass, he's clapping with the fans. So the coach, and they won again today. So what is that? Like 19 or 20 in a row now
without a loss.
without a
Hmm.
loss. So the team's rolling.
No, they got draws, but they haven't lost the game yet.
Oh, they haven't lost, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's just a high, but it's good to see that everybody's happy there.
And plus
Yeah.
you got João Mario and Rafa playing out of their minds right now. Like those, especially those two guys, they're playing some of the best soccer I've ever seen those guys play.
Yeah. The World Cup could change a lot of this because it's in February, so we'll see what happens. Of course, with the transfer window being right after the World Cup, a lot of things can happen. If a crazy performance happens, there'll be crazy signings. We'll see. Let's go to the other matchups. We won't take too much time on Leipzig versus Man City. I think we all agree that Man
Oh,
City is going to beat Leipzig, so that one's good. But let's get to some juicy matchups. Liverpool versus Real Madrid, a revenge game from the final of a couple of years ago. Um, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Both teams are struggling. Madrid just lost to Celta Vigo, I think, and Liverpool's been losing to Nottingham Forest and home to Leeds. Like this could be a goal fest with the way these defenses are playing. Uh, Gil, who do you like in this matchup?
what I've been seeing lately, I like Real Madrid better. Liverpool's really on the floor. Like they're losing to Nottingham Forests.
And Leeds at
Um,
home.
yeah, like I don't know what's going on in that team, but they're not gelling at all.
No, no, and they got injuries, a lot of injuries. Maybe Jata's going to be out for a while. They're just not the same up front without Mane.
Yes, that hurt them, but they have injuries, but they're not like, oh my God,
Yeah,
they still have Salah, they
their
still have
midfield's old though.
Firmino.
Their
Yes,
midfield's really old. Yeah,
they need a number 10 there, right? So,
yeah,
but that's what
yeah,
I think. I think
yeah.
Real Madrid gonna win.
Jose.
Liverpool.
Wow.
I think by that time when this thing starts up again, they'll be healthy. They're really missing Jotas and Arthurs and all. They have a lot of injuries right now to keep players on their. And I think by that time Nunes will start gelling more with the team too. He still has been in that honeymoon phase still. But no, they'll. I think Liverpool will win the. I think it'll be in the shootout. I think they'll win it in the shootout.
Barbosa.
You can never count on Real Madrid. They always play well in Champions League, even though if they're having a bad season in La Liga, they seem always to pull it out in the Champions League. So I think Real Madrid is going to take this one, just because of their history, the way they perform in Champions League. Because
Yeah, man, that's a tough call. I don't know who's gonna win that. Okay, not bad. Uh, this is a very interesting matchup. AC Milan plays Spurs. Uh, two very unpredictable teams. Spurs has had a down bit of form recently. I don't like the way Spurs play. They have players that can attack, but you have Conte over there telling them to play defense. Then when they get down 2-0, they attack and they try to win 3-2. I don't like their style of play based on the players they have. And Milan is very inconsistent, but they have some good players. Who do you like, Tony? Who do you like in this one? Spurs, Milan. I don't remember the last time these guys met.
um, I'll go with Tottenham, just because um Conte has a familiarity with against the Italian team. So
Correct. Yeah.
uh, that that's being my only reasoning why I think why I think Tottenham will beat Milan.
Yeah. Gil?
I'm gonna go with Milan. I think Milan's more compacted team. They have speed. They have a lot of young players. Rafael Leao's up there. Giroud's starting to get hot again. And to me, Tottenham's a light switch. One day I watched them play soccer, and the next thing they look like they're a second division team.
Yeah.
So I like Milan.
Yeah, they can't defend Tottenham, and that's going to be a problem against Rafael Leao and Giroud. They can't defend. Jose?
This one's a toss up. They're both even out teams. I think they cancel each other out. They have both good attacking players. Milan's more of a younger squad, coming squad. Um, I don't know, man. Just a coin flip,
Sure.
whatever. Heads or tails to me doesn't make a difference.
Yeah.
Well,
But
flip it.
Milan, I'll just take Milan, I guess.
Okay.
All right, I'll just take Spurs because I want Conte to do something in the Champions League. He struggled his whole career in Champions League. I want him to at least get past the 16. So I'll just for Conte, I'll just take Spurs. uh Eintracht Frankfurt, who continues to be the surprise team in the Bundesliga and in Champions League. They take on the red hot and what is going to be my surprise team in this entire Champions League, Napoli, who is just playing out of their minds right now. I have Napoli in this one. Jose?
Yeah, Napoli should win this. I think Eintracht just got lucky to beat Sporting in the last round. Sporting should have had that game.
Yeah.
So I like Napoli to win this easily.
Gil?
Yeah, Frankfurt just sneaked there. They just sneaked by. Napoli's on fire right now. But yeah, Napoli should win.
Tony?
Napoli should win this.
Yeah.
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 They look good. So
Napoli is going to surprise some people in this tournament. Like they're that good. I think they're the surprise team in this tournament for sure. I don't think they've lost a game this year either. I have to check, but I don't think so.
no, they haven't lost a game yet
Yeah. Dortmund
in the Champions League, no?
in the Serie A.
at Serie A, they haven't lost a game. I'm not sure about Champions League. They haven't lost a game.
Champions League, I don't know. The Serie A they haven't lost. Yeah, I know that.
Liverpool, they lost.
Okay,
They
there
lost
you
to
go.
Liverpool?
There you go. Yeah, they did. I don't think they needed that game because they had already gone through in first place. They probably
Yeah.
rested some players, but yeah. Dortmund versus Chelsea. This is wide open, but I like the way Dortmund's played recently. I'm picking the upset here. I got Dortmund upsetting Chelsea. Gil?
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Dortmund. It's always hard to play there. Chelsea is still iffy. They're not the same Chelsea as before. They're trying to compact players still. I'm still thinking they're trying to substitute the Contes, Jorginhos. I think those players they're gonna sell them soon. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Dortmund. I wouldn't be surprised if Dortmund gets Ronaldo too in the January transfer. But Chelsea's also in the
in the
mix
market
for
for him.
that for as well. So who knows?
And that makes that tie very interesting because you have two teams that both are interested. They're going to face each other. That could be very interesting. Jose?
I like Chelsea in this one. I just think Chelsea in the January transfer window, they're gonna stack up. They're gonna buy a couple of good players, and they'll stack up their team, and they'll have a little run to at least the quarterfinal, at least the next round.
Tony?
Whoever wins the Ronaldo sweepstakes.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll get into Ronaldo in a couple of minutes. PSG versus Bayern. Here we go. The big marquee matchup. I'm going to take PSG. I don't like how Bayern's played in the Bundesliga this year. They're not the same team as they were last year or the year before. This is PSG's big game and moment. They have to get by this team. If they get by this team, they could win the whole thing. It's good they're getting him in the first round and not later on in the tournament. So I got PSG winning. Messi's in career form right now. He's playing great. He's leading the line. He's about to go to play with Argentina, who hasn't lost a game since 2019. If he does well there, then that'll only lead to more confidence in February. So I got PSG. Jose, who's already laughing. Who do you got?
Bayern blows them out.
Wow.
I already
Okay.
told you, Bayern's my Champions League thing since the beginning of the
Okay.
Champions.
That's cool. All right. Gil.
Yeah, I think Bayern Munich. I also agree with Jose. I didn't. I said to me it was gonna be Bayern Munich or Man City.
Mhm.
They're just well coached. They're well compacted. They're solid on defense. And when time goes tough, when the time comes tough, they always get through. They're a very tough team to play against. Very strategic strategy.
Yeah. Has anyone watched them in the Bundesliga? They struggled this year.
Yeah,
But
they
I mean,
struggle.
okay. All right.
Who's in? It's Union Berlin that's in
That's
first, I
correct.
think, right now.
Yes, they are. Yeah. Union Berlin of all teams. Yes.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter because they just find a way to win anyway. But Tony?
Bayern Munich. I
Yeah.
just they're like Jose and Gil said, they're a good team. They're a powerhouse. And
Yeah.
plus, French teams, when it comes to the later rounds, they don't do well. Doesn't matter. PSG, Lyon, it doesn't matter. They never do well in the later rounds of the Champions League. So Bayern Munich.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Bayern should be favored to win to me, but I think PSG is a slight favorite, which is shocking. One more treat for you guys because it just happened to be in the draw. Manchester United gets Barcelona in the Europa League. Will Ronaldo still be there? Barcelona, who crashed out of the Champions League and have done nothing since Messi's left the team, really need to win this tournament because of the financial implications. PK retired to save them money so they could go into the transfer market in January. What a disaster. Tony, who do you got going through it in this one, just for fun, for just one
I'm
Europa
biased.
League?
I'm biased. United.
Yeah? Is Ronaldo going to be there?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's
Okay.
too much drama with the coach. So I don't
Right.
think so.
Gil?
Yeah, Ronaldo was definitely not going to be there. Shouldn't be there. Even for his sake, that coach just made him is trolling with him. The guy's trying to finish his career, let him go out with a bang, and this coach is just kicking him. So he shouldn't be there. It's not Man United's fault. It's literally personal between him and the coach. It has nothing to do with the club.
100%.
Barcelona, another one, shambles. We haven't seen Barcelona like this since the early 90s, where they have the money transfer problems again.
Yep.
Since Luis
But
Figo left, let's be
but
honest. Ever since
yeah,
Luis Figo left,
Correct. Correct.
but they always find a way. So they always find a way to get their budget. They get investments. They get some companies to go behind and invest in the team. Anyways,
Mm.
Barcelona is a big club. Game wise, who's gonna win? Man U. The only guy that I see really playing well there is Rashford. The rest, that coach just puts people in and out. Dalot's playing well too. And then
Anthony?
yeah, Anthony. Well, not really
Yeah,
crazy.
lately he
but-
hasn't been playing that well. Lately he
No,
hasn't been
no,
playing that
no.
well. So
Yeah.
no.
And then
And
Barcelona,
Sancho's been a disappointment.
Sancho's been a disappointment this year.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it hasn't been.
So who do you got, Gil?
Casemiro has been okay.
Yep.
So,
well, I'm gonna say Barcelona because they have a young team. They still have Pedri, they have Gavi. These are all upcoming kids.
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski can still put the ball in the net.
Yeah.
And if Ronaldo is not there, I'm gonna take Barcelona.
Jose?
If Ronaldo is there or not there, Barcelona is winning the tie. I
Okay.
just think Barcelona's right now they're in first place in La Liga. They've been playing well. They have a good team, but mixture of young and veteran players, and they're just getting better and better as each game goes by on. And I think last week with playing against like they were down a guy and they end up winning the game against Osasuna 2-1. And I just think they're ready for this. I think this is like you said, they need to win this so then they can generate some money. Especially, I know it's not as much as the Champions League. It was a disappointment for them to get kicked out, but I think Barcelona is going to win the tie.
Barcelona's been a massive disappointment in Champions League for years now. Their entire budget was spent on them advancing in the Champions League. They're down in the Europa League, which is not what they wanted. If Ronaldo leaves Manchester United, I have Manchester United winning. If he stays, I have Barcelona and not because Ronaldo sucks. I'm saying it because if they're going to continue this drama with the coach past the January transfer window, it's only going to get worse. And so the distraction alone will lead to Barcelona winning this game. And this is with Ronaldo probably playing because the coach likes to play him in the Europa League. So it's like there's just going to be too much controversy, too much focus on Ronaldo, and that will lead to Barcelona winning because all the focus will be on him. Manchester United needs to move on from Ronaldo, and they need to focus on the future for Ronaldo's sake and for the club's sake. That's just my thought on it. So we got about a minute and a half left. That's our show for today. We did a little more analysis here because we had the Champions League draw and not too much bothering us this week because we went and smashed 14-2 and then got smashed after the game. So we had happy times. Get some disappointing times for our teams. San Francisco will see this week. Jimmy G, just don't screw up and we might win something. Just don't screw it up. That's all you got to do. Don't screw it up and we might go to the Super Bowl, but we'll see.
Don't throw the ball. Don't throw the ball 40 times.
Yeah, and don't run out of the end zone. Run into the back of the end zone. Could you do that for me and not fumble snaps? That'd be nice. Just let Christian McCaffrey take care of business, okay? And we'll be all right. Debo's probable, so that's also another weapon. But until next week, I'm the mouth of the North, Andrew Reese. That's Jose Carlos Gomes. That is Gil Santos. And our special guest, Tony Barbosa, who will be back for the World Cup. We will see you on the next Reese Report.